Hey climbers, this is Mark from We Climb, You Climb. I got Nick Hoover on, and again, we have our dad, William Hoover, here. And we're going to be talking about takeaways from books. This week, we have a different book, Boys in the Boat. I'm going to go ahead and let Nick intro the book, and I'll hop back on.
Yeah, thanks. Welcome, climbers. We are talking today about The Boys in the Boat by Daniel James Brown. The synopsis here is that this is really an intimate account of 9 working class boys from the state of Washington and their quest for Olympic gold. The book follows Joe Rance as a main character. It follows him through the Great Depression and hardship. He ends up going to Washington University and rowing crew, and this is a story of hard work and collaboration towards a common goal. So, Mark, why don't you share your takeaway?
Cool, thanks, Nick. So my biggest takeaway is grit. You know, these guys, I won't give you the whole book. Hey, spoiler alert, they win the Olympics. But hey, I won't give the whole book away. But you know, the guys on the 1936 rowing team out of University of Washington, they're hardworking individuals, just like any other crew team. But what made them better is that they had grit. And how did they build grit, or how did they callous their mind? It was through hard work. I mean, physical work, not just intellectual challenging work. Is that they physically push themselves as loggers or moving people or farmers, things like that. So here's my biggest takeaway to all of you, and I've said this before, is challenge yourself physically. That will help you mentally. It will make you stronger as a person. Challenge you. You don't have to go out, cut a tree down, but do a couple push-ups, work hard, do something like that. That's my biggest takeaway is grit, and that's all I got. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, thanks. That's definitely a major theme in this book. So, all right, Dad, why don't you share your takeaway?
Although I did appreciate the background, the physical and hardships that the guys went through, my big takeaway out of the book was there's a moment in the book when the builder of the shell, his name is George Pocock, takes a few minutes and talks to the main character in the book, Joe Rance. Takes him upstairs in the building room, the boat building room. Takes him aside and he talks to him. And what he does is he gives him some encouragement and gives him a vote of confidence and how to put aside what is holding him back, his stumbling block, which is some emotional thing that's holding him back, to get over that and become part of a team. And that's what I took out of it, is part of the team. That little talk made him part of the team, and which enabled the team to row together as one, which is a great lesson, and that's how they were able to win the Olympics.
Yeah, that was a great moment, and definitely a really good leadership piece there. And that almost was that was the point, right? That was the point where, you know, it starts to come together. Again, not giving stuff away, but that's really the point. It seems like things start moving in the right direction. So my takeaway was just very general, although I loved exactly what you guys were saying too. You know, we talked about these already and like discussed it with each other, but my takeaway was just kind of the actual personal view of that time frame. This is 1936, but it really starts somewhere in the late 20s, and just what the Depression life was actually like, and especially up in the Northwest. You know, life was really, really different, you know, and again, not to give any details away, but there's some hardships that many of these guys, but specifically the main character, Joe Rance, some hardships that they go through where in our society, we can't even imagine them because they'd probably be illegal, you know, but I just thought that was a great, you know, intimate view of what it was like to live during that time. And of course the hardships and the work ethic, you know, something that I thought was really cool too is all these guys worked really hard, and again, spoiler alert, they win the Olympics, but they also graduated with engineering degrees and became doctors, and you know, it's you know, there was a lot of really, really great lessons from here. So I appreciate you guys sharing your takeaways. And climbers, again, we're going to be doing this often, our book takeaway series. You can find a link to our book or to this book below. So hopefully you get a chance to check it out. Thanks, guys.